This is single-handedly the worst fucking ad I've ever seen in my life. I've seen a lot of bad shit, but to see something from such a big brand with such big budgets is like literally an embarrassment. Welcome back to another episode of Click or Scroll, where we take some of the best and worst ads online and give them a rating 1 to 10, no 7s allowed, and break down why it's a good or bad ad so you can take the same strategies and psychology and use them in your own advertising in your business. In today's episode, we're mainly talking car companies here. I love some of the cleverness that car companies do in their advertising, especially back in the day. Honestly, as advertising has gone over time, you'll notice it's starting to get more vanilla, less exciting, and not so bad, if you know what I'm talking about. So today we're going to start with kind of an older commercial and move towards newer ones. So the first one today on the list is going to be Porsche commercial. I'm just going to play this one and we'll see where it goes from there. I love this ad. I mean, you can imagine this ad running in today's world, how many people would get butthurt about it, right? Number one, something important that this ad did was it held your suspense, right? The girl's looking at the window, she's looking at the car, but you're also thinking in your head the whole time, what is she about to do, right? And then she flashes the car. And honestly, my first instinct was when she flashed the car that someone was gonna roll down the window and they're gonna be inside the whole time, right? And she couldn't see it because of the tint, right? I thought that'd be a funny concept. But instead, Porsche used it to flex the car itself and the feature of the actual spoiler being able to rise up and control the down force of the wind, right? Whenever the car is driving fast. So Porsche did a good job positioning themselves as a classy car company, right? If you look at all of Porsche's ads kind of across back in time, you'll see a lot of them have to do with women, right? A lot of them have to do with women because who is Porsche targeting? They're targeting the high value man who also values a high value woman, right? And getting attractive women to be attracted to their cars automatically makes men want to have those cars as well, right? So there's a little bit of psychology here outside of just the ad, but I love how simple it is. There's not a million things going on. There's not a million things trying to stop your attention. It's very simple. There's one thing happening. This was a super cheap ad to film. They just took an alleyway, a Porsche, and a girl, and they probably got this thing done within a couple hours. So really, really cool commercial. The only thing is just like, it doesn't have a lot of exciting things to it outside of that one specific suspense holding by the girl. So if I was to give this from 1 to 10, I'd probably give this ad a 5, to be honest. That being said, in the car world, considering the positioning that Porsche is trying to take, and they're not trying to be too crazy with their features and how much mileage the gas gets and all this other stuff, I think they did a pretty damn good job. If I was to redo this ad, I would try to find another piece of comedy that I could add to the ad, or a slogan at the end that would resonate with the audience. Something that kind of wraps it all together versus just it ending her walking off and then a Porsche logo's on the screen, right? I'd love to see something, even just a one-liner, representing what Porsche stands for and what kind of people they're trying to go for. So all in all, really cool ad. This would not fly in today's world, sadly, even though I really miss advertising being done like this. Next ad here is gonna be from Toyota. They've done some pretty clever stuff in the past, so let's see which one this is. Of course, another hot woman. These car companies love their women.
It was a trap. You ever seen a Corolla broken down?
So good. So good. So you see, like, the ending screen on this was, it's a quality thing, right? They hit you with the one-liner. Literally, my feedback on the Porsche ad was that they didn't have a one-liner, right? They didn't have that thing at the end that resonated with the audience. This one, it's a quality thing. So even if you didn't understand the ad, at the end of it, you would understand that it was a quality thing, right? This was so clever. I love that they used the hot woman again. As you can tell, like, advertising back in the day had to do a lot with seduction and attractive women overall, especially in the car space, right? And to see a lower level brand like Toyota instead of Porsche, trying to position themselves here was hilarious. You caught your attention with the woman, the car's broken down, you're kind of trying to see what's gonna happen. I love when they shift gears, right? Instead of just them pulling up and having the slow build up, halfway through the ad, the whole ad shifts from like, let's help this girl to like, let's get away from this girl. And then now you're thinking in your head, man, what did they see? What went wrong? Whatever it was. And I love the punchline of like, have you ever seen a Toyota broken down? Really going after what they stand for in the marketing place, which is great, which is quality, which is dependability, quality. And I think Toyota absolutely nailed this one. If they redid this ad in today's world, I think it would be an absolute smashing hit. Honestly, I give this ad an 8. Can't give it a 9 or 10, just because again, there wasn't too much going on. It was a single kind of focus ad, was very kind of easy to replicate, but very clever. I love ads that just hold your attention. They make you think what's about to happen. They give you a little twist in the middle, and then boom, the punchline was that like the Toyota never actually gets broken down, right? And so that was kind of the trick. Very, very clever concept from Toyota. Absolutely love it. And let's move on to the next one. So next one is Jaguar. This is a recent ad, I can tell. You'll notice over time from the oldest ad to the newest ad, how much advertising's kind of shifted, right? And I don't think it's for the better, to be honest. All right, this is single-handedly the worst fucking ad I've ever seen in my life. I've seen a lot of bad shit, but to see something from such a big brand with such big budgets like Jaguar is like literally an embarrassment. I'm just gonna skip right to the grade and give it a 1, just so you know where my head's at right here. This is actually embarrassing. Few reasons. One, what the fuck was the point of that ad, right? Who even knows that that was Jaguar or a car company? If you know nothing about Jaguar and you watch this video, you would not think it's a car company. I don't even know what you think it is, right? You might think at most fashion. Someone went off the charts, took some mushrooms and built an entire fashion line of like different color products, right? So number 1, absolute worst ad I've ever seen. We'll reiterate that again. Number 2, there was no purpose to the ad. There's 2 kinds of advertising, right? One is where a customer is being re-engaged, so some sort of retargeting campaign, branding campaign. It's someone who knows who you are and you're kind of just having more touch points with them. And 2, which is the most important, is reaching out to new customers, building brand identity with new customers that don't know who you are. And I like to judge my ads based on that category. And in this category, if anyone saw this ad, no one would know Jaguar, what it does. No one would know it's a car company. No one would be attracted to the cars for the most part as well, right? And so I don't think this ad achieved anything except hurting Jaguar's reputation for being the raw brand that they are. Moving to something like this, I think this is going to be one of the worst marketing campaigns in history. Now, I don't know if the car company will succeed or not with the rebrand of the business itself and the kind of cars they're doing. It may be a hit and they may be in a position where they have to do something outrageous like that to do so, but the ad itself achieves nothing to me. It's super slow. I'll watch it again and kind of like comment on it because it's just so bad it deserves to just be on for another 30 seconds. Like, what is this? The ad opens up, people walk out of a colored elevator, create exuberant, breaking molds, live vivid. Like, none of this has anything to do with cars. Delete ordinary, people just spinning and painting it. All almost looks like a psych ward commercial, man, for all I know, right? And so please don't do this in your business. If you're doing an ad in your business, 1, it needs to have a strong hook, strong opening. 2, it needs to hold their curiosity. The only curiosity that was held on this ad was me trying to figure out what the was going on the whole time, right? And that's not the kind of curiosity you want. 3, you need some sort of call to action, some sort of punchline, something that resonates with the consumer itself. I mean, they tried a bunch of them, right? Breaking molds, remove the ordinary, all this other stuff, but it was too much and there was no single point of focus. It didn't get anything across to me. At least show me the car, you know what I mean? Maybe even if I was Jaguar, taking what it stood for and showing the transition to what it became, I think would have been a really cool play, as opposed to just this whole thing that was totally left field and absolutely inappropriate in my opinion. So I give this ad a 1. This is definitely the worst ad I've ever watched on the show. So just keep in mind, if you're gonna go film your own ads, needs a strong hook, needs a reason for people to watch and stay, curiosity, right? Everything we do in our ads is curiosity based. Like, how can we get people's attention and get them to stay and watch the whole thing? What is the thing that's making them stay and watch? Where's the tension? Where's the comedy? And then 3, a strong call to action, something that resonates with the consumer. It doesn't even need to be click here to shop. It could be as simple as what Toyota did, which is, it's a quality thing, right? And so being able to wrap that up as a whole is super important. If you are making ads in your business, please avoid everything that Jaguar is doing. Just pull up all of Jaguar's recent ads, watch them, and do the exact opposite. And I think you'll be in great shape. Thanks for tuning in to another episode of Click or Scroll. If you want to see more episodes, or if you want to see ads that you want submitted, go ahead, comment, like below. Shoot us a DM on Instagram if you want with the actual ads that you want to submit. Would love to just start making the show a constant thing again for you guys. There's so much feedback when we stopped it. Everyone went crazy messaging us, telling us to bring it back. So here we are. Would love to see your feedback below, what you want to see more of, so that we can deliver it to you guys. And I'll see you on the next episode.